Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Friday morning meditation on Friday, February the 11th. So for today, we are going to dig into gratitude. Yes, February is Heart Month and coming into Monday. And actually, we just surprised our son yesterday with that reminder that Monday is Valentine's Day. So he was most appreciative of that, and his girlfriend will be most appreciative of that as well. So sometimes it does definitely kind of creep up on us. So just a reminder. So this is why, part of the reason, again, we are moving into gratitude today to do a formal gratitude practice. So I'm gonna pop up here again. This is just the funniest thing with oh, perfect, wonderful, thank you, Vicky. Yes, good snowy Friday morning. And just as I was getting organized this morning, I did see that the notification come through that school buses were canceled, and so it is going to be another snowy day for sure. So welcome, Sandra, Gail, Mom. So happy to see everybody popping on. So this morning we are coming into I'm going to say a formal gratitude practice. There is so much around gratitude. It can be so easy, so simple in one sense. But there's a lot to it. And so very often when we are practicing our gratitude or thinking about it, and it doesn't happen, or we're practicing our gratitude and it feels like we're saying the same thing over and over, and there's just something that we feel like we're missing. All totally normal. This is all part of our experience with gratitude, with a gratitude journal, with a formal gratitude practice. So I'm going to speak to that a little bit, and then we're going to use this container of having this time together and having a time set up for our mindfulness meditation to do a gratitude practice. And so, of course, they are different. Welcome, Suzanne. Welcome, Isabel. So nice to see everyone popping on. So although a gratitude practice is, let's say, different than mindfulness meditation, is different than mantra meditation or chakra meditations, of course, they all connect. They all cross over. They all enhance each other in that practice. So the more I find that we practice these different type of techniques and disciplines, they make whatever practice that we're doing that much stronger. And so with gratitude, as you're setting up for this, if you're just popping on, again, happy early Valentine's Day on a Monday. So you can be sitting definitely for this on your couch, chair, in your bed. I mentioned that last night in the post that you might again be doing your meditation right in bed this morning. And that actually, part of that post last night was talking about what do you do right before you get out of bed in the morning? Even what do you do before you open your eyes? And I know some of you follow a morning practice similar to mine, where even before I get out of bed, what am I grateful for? What am I looking forward to? And it just ends up being a neural pathway in your brain that as soon as you open your eyes, that's a habit stacking. I love it. And you can also shake it up a little bit with a, let's say, a written gratitude practice, even speaking into your phone, a recorded, right? So a different thing going on in your brain, gratitude practice as well. So welcome, Denise, welcome. So as you're settling into to think about this, I do want to mention as well that gratitude, the best study that I've seen, or maybe there have been other studies since, but from the How of Happiness, where gratitude was studied in the lab by researchers looking at the how, the who, what are the effects on our body, on our chemical makeup when we come into a gratitude practice, what happens to those stress hormones and chemicals, and what happens to our heart rate and inflammation in the body. And we know that it changes our body's chemistry. That whatever's going on in the moment for us, if we are anxious or worried or sad or whatever we are experiencing in the moment, if we come to gratitude and we think, or we just look around and think about what we're grateful for in the moment, it will change that and can change that moment. So on that note for today, and I'll have to tell you, there are so many different ways to practice gratitude as well, especially for those of you that are feeling, let's say it's feeling a little like you're saying the same things, and that's not wrong. That is not wrong. Again, very, very normal. But what I'm suggesting is that you might say, yeah, I'm gonna shake this up a little bit. So even in the morning, for those of you that open your eyes and you're practicing, you're thinking about what you're grateful for, even just try thinking, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go way, 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 way out. I'm gonna be like in the universe, and I'm gonna be looking down on the earth, and I'm gonna start from there. I'm gonna start right from there. And then I'm going to pare it down. So what am I grateful for? In the universe, in the earth, looking down at the earth. And then you slowly, slowly start to bring yourself down, 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 right? Country, province, community. Okay, come all the way down to your circle of friends, your family, down to yourself. It's a very, very cool way. And I'm going to give you that one actually for some homework. Okay, so I'm going to give you that one for homework. So that is going wide, wide, wide with our perspective and coming down. For today, for our gratitude practice, we're going to start with our eyes open. Okay, and we're actually going to do something that's probably a little bit easier, because we're going to anchor our attention with our eyes open on objects around us that we are grateful for. Okay, so again, a different technique. I'm going to say a little bit of an easier technique to start with. So make yourself comfortable. Again, it doesn't have to be in a cross-legged position. We're going to find our sitting bones. We're going to find our breath in our body. Again, this is a container for whatever practice you've set this time aside. So connecting in with your breath. And whether your eyes are open or closed to start, however you like to start your practice of connecting to the earth, connecting to the ground through your sitting bones. Your spine is straight, but also flexible. You might be shifting and moving a little bit. You might be moving your shoulders a little bit, opening and closing your mouth, releasing any tension and tightness, any residue from the night. And just feeling that support of your breath. supporting us physically, mentally, emotionally as the air flows in and flows out. Energy in, any tension or tiredness out. It's kind of doing a little bit of a sweep for our gratitude practice. It's doing a little internal dusting. Just sweeping around. And perfect timing for me to open my eyes. And again, for all of you watching as you open your eyes, just let your eyes start to wander around the room that you're in. And then wherever they rest on an object that you're grateful for. And just notice our monkey minds that will come in, and sometimes it says, no, there's something better, keep going. Or, I'm not sure. Just let it rest there for a moment and just notice all the chatter that goes on around it. But on that first object that it is resting on, that is your, let's say, your first kind of inclination to have your eyes rest. And so they've rested there for a reason. Now notice, think about, why are you grateful for this? And it could be that it's beautiful. That you like the color, you like the shape, you're so happy that you had the opportunity to purchase it, perhaps. But it could be a picture that you're resting on. So again, I don't want to give you too many options, as your brain will definitely start to chatter. So just know that wherever it's rested, whether it is an object that has color and shape, or if it's a picture, a photo, just think now as it rests there, think of the why. And sometimes the why, in terms of why you're grateful for this, is that there is some beauty to it, or there are relationships connected to it. There are memories connected to it. Right? So there are different ways that this object continues to fill us up. There are many, many layers. And sometimes when we think about something or say something that we're grateful for, we go on to the next. But during this practice right now, just encouraging you to stay just for a few more breaths with that first object. What makes you grateful? The physical attributes, the connections. Right? What does it mean to you? And notice now in your body, notice your breathing. Maybe a softness. And now let your eyes continue to roam around. And let them rest on another object. And it could be a book, it could be a piece of furniture, it could be a pillow. It could be your coffee mug. Let your eyes rest. And let your mind go, why did your eyes rest here? So notice. Very often there are connections. There are maybe places that you were when you purchased this object, or this object has made your life so much easier, or it's connected you to somebody. What is the why of this gratitude? And then feel it in your body, and you may feel this totally in a different place. We can feel gratitude in our shoulders. We can feel gratitude in the jaw. We can feel gratitude in our stomach, around our heart. And it doesn't always have to feel immediately, right, around the heart. It's a whole body, a whole system. Reaction. Now your eyes you might have stayed with those two objects, or you might have gone to a third. Again, know that this is a formal gratitude practice, and that can be done just almost from a daydreaming standpoint. You're just sitting down with your cup of tea or coffee at some point, and you just let your eyes wander. Because your eyes also could be wandering outside, right? If you are by a window, and that, again, is all part of this practice. So if you are sometimes, and it's sometimes hard to have our eyes closed and go into a gratitude practice, so again, just remember that you can let your eyes wander and let the anchor of an object bring you into your practice. And I'm going to say it's a level 2 gratitude to actually close your eyes now. And as you close your eyes, we're going to move from objects to people, to relationships, family or friends. Notice your breath. And so whoever pops up. And remember, it doesn't mean that you're not grateful for other people. Our mind is pretty amazing, our brain, right? So right now, as somebody popped into my mind, then my brain said, well, maybe I should be grateful for this other person right now. amazing, right? And then my brain goes, no, just settle. Just settle right now. Doesn't mean that I'm not grateful for this other person. Right now, this relationship, this person jumped into my mind. So there are 364 more days for gratitude, or 23 more hours in the day that everybody can receive my gratitude. But in this moment right now, let your attention rest on a person. It's really cool to see. And why, right? So you're going to see that person, okay, what they're wearing, where they are. Maybe they're in bed right now. Right? And why are you grateful for this person who is in your life or who was in your life? Right? Feel the effects. Feel it in your body, your heart, or your stomach, your shoulders, your body. And you just may send a note or a prayer to this person as soon as we finish our formal practice. Or now. And then to finish this practice, again from our objects to our relationships, to right now in this present moment to ground ourselves. Something that you are grateful for, however it sits for you as you are sitting. Right now, in your home, in the room that you're in. And my special relationship is barking right now. So just anchoring in your gratitude, in your place, in the present moment. Right here, right now. Feel the grounding energy. And so gratitude has all of these feelings and emotions and sensations. And so as you slowly start to bring your attention, okay, so we are already back in our room, back in our body, back in the spot that we're in. Start to move your hands, rub your thighs, stretch your shoulders, your back, and slowly start to open your eyes. And so as you play with your practice, over the rest of the day, over the weekend, and certainly moving into throughout the month of February. Happy Valentine's Day on Monday, and I'll see some of you in Suzanne's meditation on Monday morning as well. So remember, gratitude, as easy as it feels, again, for some of you, it's because you have been practicing too. And like any skill, the more we practice gratitude in a formal way, the easier it just flows through our day and just spontaneously arises. So have fun with that. Namaste. And enjoy the snow here today in Northern Ontario anyways. And we'll see you next week. Excellent. Thanks, Suzanne. Thank you, Sandra.